Superman is one of the most iconic fictional characters in popular culture, and he tends to come out on top in most of his battles. He's had some memorable fights against villains and fellow heroes alike, and boasts victories against equally iconic good guys like Thor, Hulk, and He-Man. His most memorable defeats have come against villains. The likes of Doomsday, Darkseid, and even the Joker can lay claim to have beaten the Man of Steel, but several heroes have actually gotten the better of him too. In this video, we'll take a look at just some of the heroic characters who have done so. Here are 10 powerful superheroes who have beaten Superman. Batman. In spite of the fact that Batman is a fellow superhero and indeed a good friend to Superman, he has actually gone up against the Man of Steel almost as many times as any villain. This year's Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice movie is testament to that. And in spite of the fact that he is infinitely less powerful than the Man of Steel, the Dark Knight has gotten the better of him many times. Batman's victories usually come courtesy of kryptonite, Superman's weakness. In fact, Bats was actually given some of the green stuff by Supes as a contingency in case the Kryptonian hero ever went rogue. And whenever Batman has felt the need to take him down, he has used it with great success against him. Captain Marvel. Although it's not a specific weakness of his, as some people would have you believe, Superman is as vulnerable to magic as any normal person. So, bearing that in mind, the fact that Captain Marvel, who is every bit as strong, fast, and durable as the Man of Steel, obtained his powers from a magical source in the form of the wizard Shazam, it's no wonder that he has overcome the Kryptonian on a number of occasions. The two heroes have fought many times across various forms of media, and Superman has actually won a lot of those bouts. But Captain Marvel's magical edge has allowed him to knock Supes out with basic physical attacks and take him out with magical lightning just as many times as he's been defeated. Green Lantern. Obviously, the title of Green Lantern isn't specific to a single character, but if comic book history has proved anything, it's that any given Green Lantern could defeat Superman if the opportunity arose, because their rings have been known to create a synthetic form of kryptonite, Superman's weakness. Jordan bonded with the cosmic fear entity known as Parallax in 0 Hour Number 1 and took Superman out with ease. Wonder Woman. As one of DC's big three, Wonder Woman is a very popular character, but she doesn't get the same respect as Superman and Batman. And, as a general rule, when she goes up against the Man of Steel in combat, he tends to get the better of her. But there was a particular occasion where that wasn't the case. It was during the Infinite Crisis arc. But there was a catch. The Superman that Wendy got the better of was being mind-controlled by Maxwell Lord. But that doesn't change the fact that she did indeed briefly take him down. She did so by slitting his throat using her tiara, and it's not as if Superman wasn't trying. He had been influenced into believing that Wonder Woman was Doomsday. Hawkman. Sometimes, it takes a plot device even more wacky than kryptonite to take out the Man of Steel, and fortunately for Hawkman, he possesses one in the form of the Claw of Horus. It's a weapon that was forged in ancient Egypt using nth metal, and it draws its power from the magnetic core of Earth, and Hawkman used it to knock out Superman. It happened in Superman Batman Book 1, Public Enemies, when the two got into an altercation. Hawkman ended the exchange by hitting Supes with the Claw of Horus and saying, essentially, "I just hit you with the planet," which is a pretty damn awesome line in anyone's book. Orion. Orion is unique on this list, as he's the only character on it to defeat Superman with a single blow. That's right, this guy one-punched the Man of Steel. It happened in the New 52 timeline, a timeline in which the pair generally fight quite evenly when they face each other. In Superman number 20, when Orion did indeed manage to deliver a single punch that put Superman down. The son of Darkseid, one of Superman's most fearsome enemies, Orion possesses incredible super strength that is on par with the Kryptonian hero, and it's augmented by advanced technologies such as the Astro Harness. He really isn't to be messed with. Lobo. Lobo is one of the most badass characters in comic books, and as an intergalactic bounty hunter, has made Superman a target on a number of occasions. And he's actually come out on top on more than one of those occasions. A prime example would be their first ever encounter in the Superman Eradication storyline, when Lobo was tricked into drunkenly traveling to Earth to destroy the Man of Steel. Lobo beat Supes so badly that the Kryptonian hero had to obtain some power armor to fight back, and Lobo had the audacity to refer to him as names like Superwimp. Muhammad Ali. The late boxing legend Muhammad Ali was the closest thing to a real-life superhero that we're ever likely to see, and he possessed one hell of a powerful knockout punch. He actually defeated Superman in a boxing match in the aptly named Superman vs. Muhammad Ali comic of 1978. When a maniacal alien leader demanded that Earth's greatest fighter challenge the greatest warrior from his planet, both Superman and Muhammad Ali put themselves forward to face him. In order to determine who went on to challenge the alien warrior, Supes and Ali fought each other in a boxing match, with the Man of Steel depowered to make things fair. The greatest of all time prevailed, and went on to defeat the alien by knockout as well. Lex Luthor. Wait, what? Why is Lex Luthor appearing on a list of superheroes who have beaten Superman? Well, that would be because he is a superhero in the New 52 reboot, having joined the Justice League in that timeline, and he has defeated Superman on numerous occasions over the years. Lex's power comes from his mind. He truly is a genius, and he has used this to great effect against his longtime arch foe. Knowing Superman's weakness is kryptonite, Luthor has utilized it against the Man of Steel many times, even building a power armor with various kryptonite-based weapons installed to take the hero down. The Avengers. Superman and his fellow DC characters have crossed over with characters from other brands and franchises on countless occasions over the years, and Superman tends to get the better of most of them. But when DC and Marvel crossed over on this particular occasion, Earth's mightiest heroes got the better of the Kryptonian hero. It happened in Avengers JLA number 2, when Superman had actually just narrowly defeated Thor in one-on-one combat. A tired Man of Steel was set upon by the likes of Iron Man, Vision, Hercules, Wonder Man, and She-Hulk, and the 5-on-1 beatdown was enough to see Supes knocked unconscious. Hey everyone, if you liked this video, make sure that you check out our friends at the CBR YouTube channel. They've got some amazing new videos about movies, TV, video games, comics, and tons of more fun stuff. Check out their new video, subscribe to their channel, and don't forget to tell them that Screen Rant sent you. Thanks for watching our video about 10 powerful superheroes who have defeated Superman. Did you enjoy this video? Can you think of any other characters who should have made the list? Have your say in the comments section below, and be sure to subscribe to our channel for more great videos like this one.